An impressive showing for Cascadon last week against Lehigh. We're underway, and it's Krause who will draw first blood in the face-off battle, but nearly a turnover, as eventually Denver will secure the position. Kelleher.
Momentarily, he had the short stick. It's going to be interesting to see who they match up with the short stick from the Cornell midfield.
Michael Long found Willem Firth, a little open space there. Firth skip pass to Kelleher, couldn't quite find the target, and time winding down on a shot clock means this is going to be Denver ball. Already a much slower pace than last year's game, which was just a goal fest beyond all imagination. As Charlie Box is defending on the invert against Marek Zagornius. Kelly feeding inside, and Molowski is denied by Nust. Firth has the short stick birdie. Davis with him. Time winding down on this shot clock. Here's Ryan Sheehan. Up top for CJ Kirst. Step down for Hugh Kelleher. Too much time and too much space for Hugh Kelleher.
Yeah, let him get his hands free. Last week, Hugh, he had 4 shots on goal, 2 of them with his offhand that just missed the corner of the cage. But this time, nice shot to the bottom of the cage, beats Cleveland. Cornell with a 1-0 lead, 5:09 into today's game.
And it's going to be another point for CJ Kirst, his very first assist of the year in his first full year of action. Waldman had his shot blocked on the way in along with the ground ball.
Mikey Long is tremendous on ground balls. Last week he had 5 ground balls to lead the attack.
And Goldstein has his defender hung up. And it's a dump-off shot for Ryan Waldman. And like you said, Ryan Waldman had so many opportunities last week. It's good to see one go in for him.
Yeah, the coaches are very excited about Ryan. He's a sophomore who really had a great fall. He's been off to a great start. And last week against Lehigh, they gave him a lot of opportunities, and it just didn't go.
Goldstein again has his defender hung up. Ryan Goldstein at X has, ever since he got into the starting lineup last year, has thrived in this position. Instead, it will just go to CJ Kirst. Kirst over the shoulder of Klebon. And CJ Kirst continues to score for Cornell.
A great move by CJ. He beat his man, faked the goalie low, kind of dipped his shoulder before he shot, and then just beat him high with a right-handed shot. Clearly is that Michael Long and C.J. Kirst are outstanding getting the ball off the ground.
And you don't see this often. A short stick hung up against the dangerous attackman in Goldstein. Goldstein will spin around, and it looked like, yes, Manning did get a leg on that. An impressive first save for Grayson Manning. Manning. Zagornius back to Manning. Nothing inside just yet, and finally Denver squeaks it past in. Andrew Atchison will pick up Denver's first goal of the afternoon.
Looked like he took something off that shot, and it fooled Wyatt Nust, beat Nust for Denver's first goal of the afternoon.
And this is going to be interesting. How long does CJ Kirst keep the ball in his stick with the short stick Casey Wilson on him? Gives it up to Goldstein, who was free for a second.
Yeah, he was looking at Firth, but the defender recovered quickly, so Firth was unable to receive a pass.
And that was slide. Firth, how did he get that shot off? What a goal from Willem Firth. Oh, boy.
We talked a little while ago about William Firth's box lacrosse skills, and that was a classic example of a box player able to keep the ball in his stick while he's double-teamed, got his hands free, and beats Manning with Cornell's 4th goal of the afternoon.
Back to the dot. Cornell 3 face-offs to 2 on the day, make it 4-2, and Cascadon wants to run for goal again. Jack Cascadon!
Nobody slid to him, so he took it right to the cage. He just kept going, and for Jack, that's a huge goal after missing last year with an injury. The opportunity, last week he had an opportunity, and he bounced the shot over the cage. This time he just beats the goalie, and Cornell now up 5-1. He's got the short stick.
And it's Kelly who's caught out on defense. 10 seconds to shoot for Cornell, though. No shots on cage yet. Now they'll get the shot on cage, and Hugh Kelleher will pick up goal number 2. 6-1 the lead for the Big Red.
Assisted to Ryan Goldstein. That's Goldstein's 2nd assist of the day and 6th of the season. And for Kelleher, his 2nd goal of the game and 2nd goal of the season.
Alex Holmes will let the timer wind down with Brody Davis covering him. Holmes found Waldman in the transition game. And it's Ryan Goldstein, question mark.
Oh, that was a late hit.
And he will draw the flag as well. Will be the man-up attacker that comes on. Kelleher has a wide-open Goldstein who dumps it off for Firth. Oh, it's a beautiful find from Ryan Goldstein for his third assist of the day. And Willem Firth's first goal makes it a 7-1 Cornell lead.
Great ball movement by Cornell, and the backside was wide open.
And when you add Ryan Sheehan to the mix, who was a starter all in 2023, dropped to the second midfield in 24, but now back on that first midfield line this season. And C.J. Kurse, the bouncer goes over the shoulder of Manning.
Another late hit, but there won't be a call. C.J. Kurse hit the bounce shot, went over the goalie's shoulder, and then C.J. Kurse got knocked to the turf, but looks like we're going to have another goalie change for the Pioneers. Yeah, they had nice ball movement on the perimeter, but there was never a cutter inside. Nothing happened.
And now Luke Gilmartin, the tenacious D, will take Jack Tortolani out of the play there. Carlson got around his defender. What a low save from Wyatt Nust. His specialty picks up his second save of the afternoon.
His father, Justin, was an outstanding player at Princeton. Manhasset High School was one of their all-time leading goal scorers at Princeton, and he was one of the key guys when they turned that program around.
Kelleher, another step down, and Klebon saw that the whole way into his stick.
Cornell has always been a very good shooting team, accuracy, putting the ball on the cage. And this team so far, last week and this week, no different.
And Ryan Waldman's got the short stick. Colton Barnett hung up.
Waldman was an outstanding attackman.
And Goldstein looked like he wanted to go BTB, but blocked on the way in. But it's Denver now back on offense, and boy, do they need something to hit the back of the net. Cody Malowski with 5 goals last week. Trying to get around Jason Singer. Can't quite do so. Jason Singer's all over Malowski. The slide will come in from Schwartz, and Nust will make his third save of the game. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Big Red need a shot on cage. Kurse hounded by Overly. 3 seconds. Kurse will get it off and somehow got it underneath Malcolm Klebon. That is C.J. Kurse for you. A second quarter hat trick already for C.J. Kurse.
His 9th goal of the season. C.J. just put his shoulder down, leaned into the defenseman, rolled back, and beat the goalie. Here in the second quarter with 3 minutes left.
Eric Sigornius had the ball in his stick. Now it's McKelly. Kelly with 6 goals on the year. Gets around Gilmartin and shovels it in. It's another low stop from Wyatt Nust. You cannot get a goal past Wyatt Nust low.
So Cornell able to substitute through on that that timeout.
Bartolotto closing off the shooting lane there. Carlson against Walker Wallace.
Denver right now, there's no movement.
And the ball is checked out by Jason Singer. Bartolotto wants to pick up the ground ball. Same with Brendan Staub. It will be Staub who picks up the GB and gets shoved on the way out.
But again, the offense has no movement by Denver. Nobody's getting open in the middle.
With time winding down, 24 seconds in the first half, a brilliant first half for Cornell, and they would love to see it get to double digits on their score sheet. 15 seconds. Oh, the skip pass from Goldstein was a little bit low. Couldn't quite handle it, but ground balls have been a specialty for Cornell. Hugh Kelleher picks it up. Under 10 to go. C.J. Kurse found open on the doorstep. Andrew Dalton. That's where he makes his bread and butter money, and it is double-digit Cornell goals in the first half against a staunch Denver defense.
And again, we just talked about it. Connor Busick, Jordy Stevens, Cornell coaching staff, they put out there a man-up unit they would use, Andrew Dalton, the man who would be in the middle, right? Which is, it's interesting. That's one of the first rules that we've seen adopted from the pro lacrosse, from the PLL to the college level, where if you commit a violation on the face-off, you can't come back and face off again.
And Denver cannot capitalize quickly as Wyatt Nust makes his 6th save of the game, and yet it's another low save from Wyatt Nust of being one of the best goalies, not just in the Ivy League, but in the nation.
Yeah, and as a result, he was recognized preseason as the third-team All-America. Denver pressing out here on the Cornell offense, trying to make Cornell or force Cornell into mistakes.
And Michael Long still can't quite find that first point. It is Malcolm Klebon who makes his 3rd save of the game. And like we talked about in the first half, how much did he need these saves?
Yes, so that's his 3rd save of the game. And for Michael Long, that was just his first shot.
A little miscommunication, and Mick Kelly was left free for the goal, and Denver will strike first here in the second half. Eddie Rahill kind of slid on the double, and no recovery there as he left Kelly. And you know, C.J. Kirst has no issue initiating from range. He'll get the slide, but this is a short stick on C.J. Kirst, Brody Davis. Dangerous times, and Kirst notices. They'll finally get the pull on, but again, Goldstein has his defender hung up and finds Michael Long. There is Michael Long's first point of the game, and it comes off Ryan Goldstein's fourth assist today.
And what we talked about, the game kind of being played at a slower pace offensively. Cornell used 49 seconds once they got the ball into the offensive half of the field. I think the difference is for Cornell that Cornell has so many options.
Atchison, the lone one of two goal scorers alongside Mick Kelly. Carlson will try from range. And no, not Carlson, that's Joe Taraboletti, excuse me, who gets the third Denver goal of the day.
Yeah, that there was an interesting pick there, not allowing, I believe it was Walker Wallace, to get out on the shooter.
Manning had 5 goals the last time these two teams played. Only has an assist to his name today. Under 30 to shoot. Kelly will go low. It's another low stop from Nust.
But at that time, he shot the ball wide.
Goldstein gets past GLE, and it's a skip pass to Keller. Another step down. The low bouncer maybe came out a bit too slow, and it ended up being an easy low save for Klebon. And here's Andrew Atchison. One of 3 goal scorers for Denver. Carlson will let one rip, and the bouncer goes over the shoulder of Wyatt Nust.
And again, Cornell late on the rotation. Shooter in the middle of the field is wide open. And we have a timeout on the field with Denver scoring its 4th goal of the afternoon. Yeah, there were 2 sticks checking him, and he just shot the ball, and it went sky high.
Wowski somehow got that shot off also, like Willem Firth did in the first quarter, but couldn't find a target.
And again, we talk about the box players. They learn how to play the game within that confined area, so they're able to control their sticks. Molosky gets the shot off, which is a great shot.
One more shot. This one is saved from Nust, and the ground ball's picked up by Matt Dooley on the rebound. Murphy hasn't had a ton of touches on the ball either. Another short stick matchup here. Wide open shot and a goal.
And again, same thing. That shooter is wide open at the top. Cornell late to recover.
Jack Tortolani will find the back of the net, as this time they go high on Wyatt Nust. And 30 seconds left. Skip pass from Goldstein, but Kirst couldn't quite release and fire in time. Andrew Dalton right on the doorstep, and Klebon, that probably went off his helmet, it looked like. And an impressive save from Malcolm Klebon, who's now up to 6 saves. Carlson has a goal. He's got Gil Martin, the short stick, covering him. Joshua Carlson once again went for the bouncer. This time Nuss saw it all the way and looked with the Emmett Carroll body save.
Unlike the first half, where every opportunity, where they had a great opportunity, they were able to finish. They had a shot go wide, they had a shot go over the cage, and then Klebon has made a few nice saves here in the second half.
Klebon's up to 6 saves on 6 goals allowed. That's Kirst. Well, and that streak, C.J. Kirst has 4 goals. That is career goal number 175 for C.J. Kirst.
So it'll be interesting to see, because they got Michael Bozzi still on the field as well. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
Kelleher couldn't quite get the ball over to Dalton, as the ball was still on the ground, and eventually the ground ball was picked up by Firth. And Goldstein will pick up his first goal to add on to his 4 assists.
Ryan Goldstein, very similar to his father, Tim Goldstein, the Hall of Famer, former World Team member.
Kelly against Dooley. Sigornius against Bartolotto. Nice swim move, and that's a beautiful save from Wyatt Nust as well. The pass, though, to get the clear is a little bit off target, but Michael Long does find it well. C.J. Kirst winds and scores.
Michael Long's second point of the day, his first assist. Cornell with a 14-5 lead with 8:14 remaining in the game. And that was clearly out of the substitution box. and Mikey Long with just those 2 points.
7 points for Kirst, 5 points for Goldstein. Here is Goldstein with the ball. His passing has been excellent, and it's another goal for C.J. Kirst, matching his total from last week with 6.
And the Cornell offense is just so dangerous, and Denver's going to take a timeout here. Penn never seemed to recover.
So many young players on that Princeton team. Really, the only question right now for Princeton is in goalkeeping, with Michael John Ficaro now playing for North Carolina. Shot, and Nuss didn't know that he saved that, I think. It was off of Daniel Clark's stick.
Very active with their sticks today. Unlike last week, we talked about at the beginning of the game, we talked about the man down last week at Cornell. They gave up 4 goals on 6 man downs, and they weren't very active with their sticks today, knocking balls down, not allowing passes in the passing lane in the middle.
A rip for a shot, and this one will also go wide. Time about to expire on the main down, and time also about to expire in the game. Wowski will feed inside for one more shot. Again, it goes wide, 0.2 of a second left, and Cornell is going to be happy on their bench, as this one will go in the record books as a win for the Cornell Big Red.